Welcome to Conspiracy Playtime Podcast.
Some people actually believe that the world is run by shape-shifting alien reptiles.
No fucking way.
I think just the whole podcast is rated R.
Will there be titty?
What the fuck is a conspiracy theory?
When two separate events occur simultaneously pertaining to the same object of inquiry, you must always pay strict attention.
The only Jewish conspiracy there is that I'm circumcised.
And there's this guy from the CIA and he's creeping around Laurel Canyon.
So anyone at any given time could be infected, don't even know it, and feel perfectly well. That's really the nature of science.
Come on, man. That's like saying you, before you got in this program, you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not. What do you think, huh?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
We need to get the fuck out of here!
Fixing that testing regime, we need to have that in place before we move to that next phase.
I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
I strongly believe that.
I do as well.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
The FBI killed Martin Luther King.
And it's fucking making sense to me now.
How many vaccines have you had? Have you been a good little Nazi? Hail Fauci! Hail Fauci!
If our own government was responsible for the deaths of almost 100,000 people, do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Roll up your sleeves, take your shot, wear your mask, and please stay safe out there.
Conspiracy Playtime. Ooh, yeah. You don't need those headphones on unless we're going to watch a movie.
We already did that part.
Yeah, we did. Hello, everyone, and welcome to an ad-lib episode of the Conspiracy Playtime podcast, the place where we talk about things that might get you and me canceled or just look like crazy motherfuckers. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Mandela Effect. But first, make sure you go to ConspiracyPlaytime.com and sign up for our email newsletter to make sure that you don't miss out on any new episode of the Conspiracy Playtime podcast. And we would love for you to send us an email at info@conspiracyplaytime.com and let us know what topic you would like us to discuss in future episodes. And we will highly consider looking down the rabbit hole. More than likely, we will just dive right down and see how far we can go down the rabbit hole of whatever you suggest. In today's episode, I think I already said this.
Jeremiah's high on heroin.
Oh, geez. Yeah, can we just talk about what the hell the Mandela Effect is real quick?
Well, it's not exactly clear what it is, but at some point in the 90s to 2000. Some point in the, I think it was late 90s, early 2000s that the phenomenon became known, and it was where a certain, not even small, a significant group of people started having the same false memory revolving around certain things. It's called the Mandela Effect because some people remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison. Well, in our current timeline, we probably realize at this point that he got out of prison and he became president?
Yeah.
Of South Africa?
Yeah.
And I actually thought that, but I didn't think that was weird. I became a believer with the Berenstain Bears. I've known about this for a few years. Why don't you talk about how you came upon this one and how you feel about it?
I think it was just you telling me about it. The Berenstain Bears, to me, I was so young, I honestly don't 100% remember.
But your girlfriend.
Yeah, Ashley remembers it being EIN, not AIN.
How sure was she? Like,
she's 100%
she was
sure.
freaked out by it?
A little bit, yeah. Because she reads these books to kids too, so she's very familiar with this. Yeah.
I remember. It was 2 a.m. My brother visited me and told me about this, and I just thought it kind of sounded weird. And then he brought up the Berenstain Bears thing, and it was like 2 a.m. and I texted my sister and had her. She has kids, so she has all our childhood books, and she took a picture of it and sent it to me. I've been a believer ever since. One reason is I remember my mom, I would say Bernstein's, like mispronouncing it, like burn, like
and see,
fire burn.
Ashley and I also don't remember it being Bern.
Well, I think it's always been like that.
Right.
But if you mispronounce it, but you're not going to mispronounce the stain part.
Right.
Because it is Bernstein Bears, even if it's spelled AIN. We still all call it that. So as shallow or deep as you want to take that one, that's how I got attached to this. And Jeremiah and I just snorted a bunch of peyote and watched a documentary about the Mandela Effect, and I'm kind of curious. We haven't really talked a lot about it since we stopped watching it. We then watched a YouTube video with Jim Carrey
and his influence, perhaps, on the Mandela Effect.
I think I'm putting Jim Carrey right up there with Nicolas Cage at this point.
I mean, you got to wonder about the guy, for sure.
Insane in the membrane.
He is, for sure, and I certainly remember it being Luke, I Am Your Father, and I didn't watch the movies until I was in 7th grade.
Funny you mention that, because we all remember Tommy Boy, where Chris Farley says that.
Luke, I am your father.
But in this documentary that you and I just watched, James Earl Jones, who voices Darth Vader,
says
in
it
2 separate interviews. And in one of them, he's like, he gets into character.
Yeah.
And he fucking says it wrong.
Apparently. According to that other timeline
As
that
he
exists
knows
now.
It's Luke, I am your father.
Yeah.
But
Luke, I am your father.
That documentary also had this kind of nerd dude. What did he say? I've seen this movie like 5,000-6,000 times.
Yeah, he was like, I've seen it at least like 5 dozen times or something crazy.
Is that what it was?
Something dozen times, yeah.
And you could tell he's kind of in an existential panic.
Yeah, because he watched it and then he paused and he was like, no!
See, that was me with Bernstein Bears. I know how that guy feels. And it should not be just glossed over the way that the documentary does it. But ladies and gentlemen, have you ever considered that maybe Jackie Onassis blew JFK's head off from under the chin?
See, that was the part that blew my mind. And I thought I had watched a few videos on that.
Dude, so researching this the other night, I still haven't gone back and watched the original film of it.
I was going to say, should we do that right now so people can see it together with us? Okay. Oh, yeah.
It looks pretty high fucking def.
1991. So is this the one we're going to believe? What's this? Assassinate the...
Oh, this is the fucking Oliver Stone movie. So that's not what... Maybe this one.
This one?
Yeah, 48 seconds long.
I understand.
Dexter, close your eyes.
Do you understand at home that this content has been identified as inappropriate or offensive to some audiences?
It may
This is our fucking president, so you know what?
Tracks the limousine and maintains President Kennedy and Governor Connolly at center frame. This version is only in slow motion.
I really hope that she doesn't have a gun. It is the 6.
Whoa, 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 hold on.
She's got a handkerchief.
And maintains President Kennedy and Governor Connolly at center
You never
frame.
think to look at her.
No.
That's the whole fucking thing. This is going to turn into a whole other episode. isn't it?
Probably. What the hell does she have in her hand right here? She points something at him! Come on.
It's a handkerchief. She has gloves on. See, the blood trajectory in that other video.
Does she just have white gloves on?
I think so.
0.25.
Oh, perfect. It does go straight up.
But see, then it could look like...
You just turned it back right before we were going to see the gun.
Oh, man.
Dude, it sprays straight fucking up. Straight up. It wouldn't do that if it was coming from the side or this side. They say it's coming from this side. We're to believe grassy knoll.
Oh, yeah, you can kind of see right here, though. I don't know.
But let's see what happens after the thing that the documentary we just watched showed. She clearly stashed something behind the seat. Because at this point, she's like, what's going on? She did it! Dude, it was there! It was fun. Did you see it? Did you see it? Dude, it was there. I was really fucking hoping that it wasn't. She fucking has something. Dude, that fucking documentary was made in 2016. 2016. This is 5 years later. No one ever took that shit seriously. I always thought this was weird in a way. Like
that she like crawls out the back?
At first because apparently he got shot in the neck. And that's why she's like, what's wrong? And then his fucking head explodes. But I clearly see that video was not doctored that we watched earlier.
Okay, so let's watch another one. Just
I'm
to be sure.
Man.
So we watch this one?
That's from the Oliver
just...
Stone film.
I think it's weird that they made a movie about this just to like do propaganda.
Well, Oliver Stone's a master propagandist. He made a movie about the Doors. Made a movie about the Vietnam War. Kevin Costner. Worst actor ever.
The epileptic laid advantage. Never checking into the hospital. The A-team gets on the 6th floor of the deposit.
The guy they got to play Oswald looks just like him now.
Furbishing floors in the depository that week, which allowed unknown workmen in and out of the building. They moved quickly into
Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
Oh, wow. Dude, I'm still shaking.
I know, me too.
How could that just be on a random Mandela Effect documentary and no one ever has talked about that? I've never heard that
Because
theory.
Lee Harvey Oswald was like the main...
I mean, are we going to put this on YouTube?
What?
Us
freaking out?
Seeing that it's fucking...
Yeah.
We're going to actually endorse the possibility that she shot him.
Yeah. I want to see what it looks like from this.
This is Oliver Stone clarity. It'll probably be the best footage you could get.
So look, there was 6 people in this shot right here.
In the car?
So in the Mandela film that we just watched, a lot of people believe that there was only 4 seats,
including like pretty legitimate historical
museums and reenactments, and
even the Secret Service's reenactment video.
The CIA's reenaction video
was
it was the CIA, because remember I was saying the CIA is full of truth and they would never lie to us. And see, there's clearly, this must be real footage then.
It is real footage. Yeah. I mean, when it's in color, I was.
And it looks like this is 6 as well.
Yeah.
Because you can see 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And see, so some people say that the driver shot him, but there's clearly, isn't that bulletproof glass?
The driver did not shoot him.
That's bulletproof glass.
I never thought that made sense.
But this is bulletproof glass. How the fuck would...
I do believe now that she did it.
Or was she just a co-conspirator?
I don't even... Dude, so the thing is, we were talking about MK Ultra and all this mind reading and...
Mind control.
All this stuff. I've always believed that Mark David Chapman, who shot John Lennon, was an MK Ultra assassin. I also thought that about Sirhan Sirhan, who shot Robert Kennedy in the hotel in California. The fucking stories, they don't deny doing it, but they have no memory of it. She has no memory of him getting shot. She said it many times. So, I mean, it's fucking making sense to me now. That what fucking better way? And dude, I've seen that fucking footage.
Dude, I want my tinfoil hat on right now.
Times.
Can I just like get a tinfoil hat real quick?
I have seen that footage thousands of times. Through all my years of looking at videos, the moon landing, JFK, they rank right up there. Some Bigfoot footage. But she clearly has something. It's just like a frame or three.
Yeah.
She stashes it behind the scenes.
I wish we had high
falls out
def
of the
back
car,
then.
dude.
Like, could somebody have a GoPro back then or something? Man.
But I'm still... Yes, this blows me away, but I'm still even more blown away that this video has been on YouTube for 5 years.
And nobody's really, like, picked it up like Joe Rogan.
I randomly was washing dishes, watching different Mandela Effect documentaries, and they're all so fucking shitty. You don't get through, like, the first 2 minutes of them. Other than the robot voice on this one. And by the way, we're going to give a shout out to Esoteric Detective Red Pill Mandela Effect documentary.
Yeah, they just chew through the first like 10, 20 minutes of it.
I would love to give the creator of this YouTube channel some critique. I mean, you've got gold, but you could make a better doc.
Like an updated one that's like half as long?
The robot voice has got to go, and the repeating everything compelling 12 times has got to go. It's not. It's like listening to Donald Trump talk.
Luke.
But I saw about 4 different things, including the Jaws from the.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
No, that's.
Oh, okay, right. Jaws from.
But there was a Jaws one. In
yeah,
there
there
too.
was. Yeah.
But if anybody out there is a James Bond film
connoisseur
fan, it's the Roger Moore. Starring in Moonraker. The villain's name's Jaws. He has metal teeth. And he totally just connects with this like chick in a post-apocalyptic, it looked like a junkyard or something.
Yeah.
And in the updated or the history timeline we're on now, she smiles and they just have a connection, oddly. Most people believe she had braces.
Remember
to the
that
point
she had braces.
Of parody commercials on television having the scene.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't really make sense.
Not to mention like the music and everything, like it, and like they clearly show the shining of his braces and his metal teeth, and like they zoom in right on his teeth. They don't zoom in on his face; it's just teeth.
Yeah.
And they show her teeth, and you think for half a second she's gonna have braces, and they're pearly whites.
But we know that they're supposed to be there.
Maybe.
That's how
some people remember it.
You take Visa Mini?
Ja, this is yes.
Good. I'm going to get a few things.
Ja.
Yes. Telling me that this was love at last.
I got people. So my dad, I should call him. He's a huge James Bond fan, and his favorite James Bond is Roger Moore, and I do believe his favorite James Bond movie is Moonraker. So
he'd be
if
the guy
I
to
called
ask.
him and said, "So, Dad, you remember when what did they say her name was? Daisy or something?"
I think so.
I should do that. Where's my phone?
Real quick though, I want to watch this clip here
I'm
and
not
see
really
what.
gonna call my dad on the podcast. Back and to the left.
Taking their aim. Waiting for the radio to say, green, green, or aboard, aboard.
That was weird. That guy didn't have a scope on.
Well, and they're also making the case that it wasn't Oswald because Oswald in this movie is played by Gary Oldman, and he actually looks exactly like Lee Harvey Oswald looked in the media footage, but in this, it's a totally different guy. Yeah, no scope. Oh, crank cameras.
Kennedy stops waving as he hits him. Conley's head turns slightly to the right. Frame 193, the second shot hits Kennedy in the throat from the front. Frame 225, the president emerging from behind the road sign. You can see that he's obviously been hit, raising his arms to his throat. The third shot, frame 232, hits Kennedy in the back, pulling him downward and forward. Conley, you will notice, shows no signs at all of being hit. He's visibly holding a Stetson, which is impossible if his wrist has been shattered.
Always directed away from her.
Frame 238, the fourth shot. It misses Kennedy and takes off.
Dude.
And see, look at that.
She capped his ass.
Oh, and this, they just keep...
They'll show it. They'll show it.
Conley yells out, "My God, they're going to kill us all." Somewhere around this time now, another shot that misses the car completely strikes James head down by the underpass. Great. The sixth and fatal shot, frame 313, this is the key shot. The president goes.
It's still there. Dude, it's like a frame.
Yeah, you can like hardly see it.
It's a frame though. It's at least. Well, we're talking back in this day. It's like 16 millimeter, maybe 32.
God damn it, why does it keep doing that?
It's fucking there, dude. It's still
But
there.
see, but then how does she quickly get her hand right there? See this right here?
Because I think that they're definitely using the 16 millimeter or 16. What were they using back then? Because as soon as it's there, it's not there anymore. So that looks like that could just be her hand.
Yeah.
Could you do one more?
And see that? Just looks like maybe it's like a blur. And then suddenly she's grabbing his neck.
I don't know what I believe anymore.
I've never known what to believe, but I feel like that's even been shaken up more. And is this just mind control, make us all insane, don't know what to believe?
Let's go down a list. Short list. 40 or so.
I don't know what to believe in.
Curious George?
Tail or no tail? Oh, wait. They're going to show more right here.
This is back into the left part. See, we already had this on our first episode.
And to the left.
I saw it again. Dude, I think.
And to the left.
Do you know how fucking amazing the human body is?
That's pretty amazing. But I also know, you know what I think about? When I think about all this Nelson Mandela stuff, I think about fucking George Carlin saying, you know how stupid people are? Human beings are stupid. You know that one I'm talking about? Do you have it?
I don't know. I think so. There's something about people being stupid.
Yeah. And just how dumb people are. Think of how stupid the average person is and realizing half of them are stupider than that. So how do I know how stupid I am?
Genius. Because you're not in that half.
How do I know, though?
Because I'm telling you, and I'm an authoritative source.
But how do I know that you're not part of the stupid half, too?
I am. But we're like the less stupider half of the stupid half. Because there's a lot of people smarter than us.
There's also a lot of people dumber than us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're in the middle. We're kind of retarded and kind of smart. In the middle. And then there's Dexter. And then there's Nelson Mandela and Jim Carrey. How many Jim Carrey references did we see to Nelson Mandela?
I think it was at least 5 or 6, if not more. Like
There was
half, like
two
basically all of The
masks.
Mask. And I feel like The Mask is a really apropos movie just for Jim Carrey because he put the mask on for Andy Kaufman. And did he ever fucking take that mask off? I don't think he did.
It's hard to tell with Jim Carrey because I remember when he was going hardcore anti-vax with Jenny McCarthy. She has a kid with autism. Much like after Kanye West fucking blasted an audience. God, was it in South America? I don't even remember where this tour was, but somebody filmed it. And he just starts going off on how Facebook lied to you. Google lied to you. And that's when he said, I think it's when he said, if I didn't vote, but if I did, I'd vote for Donald Trump. He's also said some other shit like, I'm the reason my mom's dead.
Yeah.
So after he had that meltdown, he disappeared for a time.
Thanks to fucking Kim, probably.
I mean, you know the movie Get Out?
That sounds familiar.
So it's kind of like an SJ Dub movie because it's a white rich family. They keep taking in their hot daughters' black boyfriends and stealing their bodies and putting like rich white liberal. It's a really good horror movie.
Wow.
And they like put him in this trance state. They go down into the basement and they can't move.
Now you're in the sunken place.
This is a little too much for me.
How long have we been going? Because this list of 40.
We've been going 27 minutes.
Does Curious George have a fucking tail?
I don't remember him having a tail. Do you?
I remember him having a tail, but I was never a huge fan of those books. Like, I had that.
But see, my problem is I was
connection.
born in 94, and a lot of people said these Mandela effects started affecting people in the 80s, right?
I don't know, dude. I feel like most of it claims it was like the 90s or 2000s.
Yeah. Jif and Jiffy, I'm not sure about that one.
Well, what's your guess? Did you consume peanut butter?
Oh, yeah.
Brand name, or your mom probably had Adams?
Well, no, my dad's side, we had Jif or Jiffy or Skippy. See, that's the thing is it was Skippy.
That's it. See, that's how I explained that one away.
And see, I feel like all these could be explained away by idiotic
most
brain
of them can't.
tumors.
Choosy moms choose Jif. That's what the commercial said, right?
Yeah, even though they both have a bunch of sugar and palm oil. The Looney Tunes, see...
Looney Tunes with 2 O's or U-N-E-S?
I think it was the U-N-E-S. The T-O-O-N-S looks wrong.
And it doesn't make sense, but it's right. It says... It makes almost 0 sense, but yes, the cartoon is spelled as T-U-N-E-S.
See, I always think of, like, tunes, like... Music tunes.
But this was cartoons, though.
I know, but
so
it's
people
still...
just transposed the more sensical spelling, maybe. Of course, we already talked about this one. I have the
Yeah, the Bernstein Bears.
You're not really much.
I
of
don't
a
know.
Bernstein guy.
I'm not. I remember
Curious
reading the
George.
books a little bit, but I don't remember enough.
Sex and the City, Sex in the City.
I don't know.
Febreze, 2 E's.
See, that one was interesting. I kind of remember having a 2 E's, but I don't know.
It has 1. Oscar Mayer, and we live in Oregon, so we have Fred Meyer.
Well, and I remember seeing the wiener dog,
Yeah, but it's
but I
Oscar
remember
Mayer.
I remember it being M-E.
Oscar Mayer.
It's an A, huh?
So that's the... what about Skechers? T or no T?
Yeah, I was looking at this last night with Ashley.
The same list?
And I think we did find it because I was like, why the hell was Skechers so popular in the 90s anyways?
Because Airwalks were like $150 for a pair. And then
Airwalks. I forgot about Airwalks.
Like upper grade, middle shelf skater shoes.
Yeah.
So I think
Airwalks. Wasn't it Airhawks? I thought it was Airhawks.
Airwalks.
Dude, it was Airhawks. What are you talking
probably
about?
would have been the fake Airwalks.
I'm thinking probably like Tony Hawk. See,
Are we in a goddamn Mandela among ourselves right now?
Possibly.
Fruit Loops?
Fruity Loops.
How is the fruit spelled? 2 O's or fruit?
UIT. I think it was UIT.
They do the... By the way, Skechers had no T. According to this, we went over this one. Monopoly Man and his monocle.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
I definitely attribute that to
the Peanut, Mr. Peanut or whatever his name is.
Yeah, what is it? Planters?
Planters Peanuts, yeah.
Right.
I don't know what his name is, but...
Pikachu. Who the fuck is Pikachu?
From,
So that means something to you?
Gotta catch 'em up, Pokemon.
What? Do you know the tail? Black tip or no black tip?
Ooh. I thought he had the black tip.
No.
What?
It's just yellow.
Whoa.
Kit Kat. Hyphen? No hyphen.
It could go either way for me, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of felt that way. I don't remember one. And there isn't one.
I remember...
So that's what, to me, like half of them I'm a yes and half of them I'm no.
Yeah.
So it's like, does half my present consciousness exist in one?
Or are we just half dumb?
Fruit of the Loom? Cornucopia? Or just the fruit?
I remember there being a cornucopia at one point.
There isn't. It never has been.
That's just weird.
Cheez-It.
It had a Z.
Cheez-Its or Cheez-It?
It had a Z in my memory.
Never did. Oreo. Double stuff. How many F's?
Oh, see, I don't ever remember seeing
but
double
you like
stuffs.
Oreos, so you should definitely
I do,
know.
but see, when I was a kid, I don't remember seeing double stoof. I remember seeing... See, this is what's weird. Is if you go to the store and you buy double stuffed Oreos in a box, like in a whole package, I swear it's STUFF. But then if you, like, I went to the gas station a while ago, and there was double stoof, and it was STUF, but it was a smaller package.
So you frequent both universes.
I guess so.
So this one's weird to me because it's talking about Mona Lisa's smile.
I don't remember her ever
Does
smiling.
she have one or doesn't she? And
I
they're
don't
both
remember
the
her.
same picture.
I don't remember her ever smiling.
She looks like both those to me. They don't have it. They like the lighting's different, but the painting's the same.
Yeah, what the heck?
That's just a troll. Jeff Bezos did that.
What? Or like her lips are like a little bit longer. I
Are
don't
they?
think that.
I don't see a difference.
I don't think Mona Lisa was ever smiling. She always was like.
She's a bitch. Oh, this one was in the documentary. The C-3PO silver leg.
Yeah, see, part of me remembers there being silver parts on CP3O when Luke was a kid. Because remember,
later.
but I can't remember later. And see, again, the problem is I didn't watch these movies
But
until I
Luke
was in
was
7th
never
grade.
a kid. He was always...
No. They find Luke on the desert planet, whatever it's called.
Yeah, but he looked the same.
He was a kid, though. He was like 12
Supposed
years
to.
old.
No.
Yes, he was. He was a little kid.
Are you talking about the scene where it shows like the sun and the planets rising and he's like standing outside his...
I'm talking about the movie where he drives...
oh, you're
what's
talking
it
about
called?
Anakin.
Was that Anakin?
Anakin is Darth Vader when he was a little kid. That dude was a little... Like in the episode 1, Phantom Menace, where he's racing the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Anakin.
And
that's Luke's dad.
Okay.
Back to Mandela.
But he was the one who made CP3O.
So you're saying in episode 1 he had the
silver,
but not in the original episodes?
I can't remember the rest of them, but I remember specifically in CP3O, he was like partially finished, and I thought, oh, that makes sense. He's like not done yet.
So you remember? So it was like they were trying to make him all gold. He just has like be like a capped tooth for a fucking half of his left leg or whatever. That makes sense.
But see, I also think that I remember CP3O not having like plate finishes. Like that leg wasn't plate finished. Like there was no plate over it. You could see his internal parts still.
Oh, so you remember a completely third timeline?
Maybe, I don't know.
Is it Flintstones, Flint Stones, or Flintstones? Does it have 2 T's?
I don't know. Even though I watched that movie.
It has 2 T's.
Okay.
According to this website in our current reality. We already saw that life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Life
Snow
is
White,
like a box of
mirror,
chocolates.
mirror on the wall.
Apparently it's a magic mirror, but I remember a mirror, mirror on the wall. But I was also really young when that movie came out.
I think it's one of those things where you remember people quoting it wrong. But this one I also attributed to that. Luke,
I'm your father.
And
yeah, because so many
the
people
guy that
read
does
that
his fucking voice, James Earl Jones,
did it also.
Another Jim Carrey connection. Hello, Clarice.
Never watched the movie, so I don't know. I can't
totally remember Anthony Hopkins saying hello, Clarice. I didn't think it was the first time they met. Thought maybe it was like the second or third, but apparently he never said it. Jim Carrey quoted it wrong in The Cable Guy.
Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again.
Of the World, Freddie Mercury. How did they end this song? And there is one live performance.
We are the champions.
George Clooney couldn't just hang in there.
Of the world. Does he not do an of the world? I always thought he did an of the world. Doesn't
Crazy.
I
really should have. That's really rough, man.
Of the world.
So apparently this is it's a gray one because there was one live performance where Freddie Mercury does end the song that way, but in all the credited lyrics sources that you can find, it just ends with "We Are the Champions." But there was that.
I was gonna say, but you said there's a verse.
Croden, what's that fucking douchebag's name who did the coronavirus vaccination song?
I don't know.
He's the British fat dude that has the late night show. Corbin?
Are you talking about
James Corden?
I don't know.
Can you look it up so I don't look like an idiot?
I don't know. You
got the keyboard?
Well, here, what? James?
Just
Corbin?
do car karaoke.
Corden?
Yeah,
Corden?
That's what I think it is.
James Corden? Oh, yeah. This guy. The Late Show with James Corden.
So I got it right.
Yeah, he's an English actor, comedian, singer, songwriter.
Dude, I am.
The Late Show. I didn't realize that he had taken over the Late Show.
Yeah, so you remember him from that car karaoke thing because that's kind of how he got famous. Did you see his fucking vaccine thing?
No.
Pull it up. I think that would be a great thing to put in this episode to modernize.
Here, you should probably type it in here so we can just throw it in there. Wait, go to YouTube. Okay. Now go ahead, type in James Corden.
Fire.
Oh, look, 5G technology.
Hey, buddy. Vaccines. There we go.
This one?
Yeah. Ariana Grande, too.
Wow, he's got 3.4 million views, huh?
Dude, this is going to make you vomit in your mouth.
Oh, gosh.
Woke up today, feeling okay. Wow, this is new. Got the vaccine.
I want to suck your dick, Fauci. Sorry. Spoiler.
And I've got a hunch mimosas are gonna be bottomless. Turning off Zoom after 15 long months stuck on mute. No lockdowns anymore. We can finally walk out the door. The sunlight is a fantasy. It still doesn't feel real to me. No lockdowns anymore. Will they still take my temp at the door? Shout out to our favorite MD.
Oh my God.
Fauci.
What?
watch Bridgerton. No lockdowns anymore. Traffic is so much worse than before. The world's such a new place to me. What's an NFT? I have no idea. What?
What? I didn't see that part the first time. She's one of those chicks that got finger banged by Disney early on.
What?
Did she say making plans is like
sex to me?
What? Hug your family. It's time to hug your family. Feeling so relieved. No lockdown.
I didn't know the extent of this. I'm sorry.
Oi, ay, 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 ay. What are people's real feelings here? This is what government TV looks like, folks. It feels like I'm living in a Black Mirror episode. Based on these comments, the dislike-like ratio is 100% fabricated. What? Yeah, what?
Did we just give it a thumbs down?
Hell yeah.
Dude, it's almost half and half. Did you see that? 22K.
1 month ago, no lockdowns anymore. Why do I think this is not going to age well?
Hell yes.
Americans. Oh my God, North Korea is such a crazy propaganda machine. Also Americans. Ay, 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 ay. Can't help but feel like it's not even propaganda anymore and they're just making fun of us. Mockingbird!
It's the Satanist agenda. They have to. I've never wished I could.
What fresh hell is this? Is that what somebody said?
I think so.
Glad to see so many people immune to propaganda. Those celebrities leading the sheep right now. Make your own opinion for your own health. Don't listen to a song for medical advice or you are doomed.
Dude, look, 325 versus 0.
Well, we don't see the zeros.
Why?
Because they don't show that.
But we saw that with his.
Yeah, but on comments you don't see the...
Oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah. This is the cringiest piece of propaganda I've seen yet.
Remember to hold him to account. Yeah, just don't watch him.
The Rothschilds approve this video. Now we got to wrap this thing up here.
Is your girlfriend here?
She's on her way. So,
Mockingbird, JFK.
Mandela
no
Effect.
vaccines anymore.
I want to know, is the Mandela Effect just a case of Mockingbird and them mocking us and making us think that we're all crazy and something to distract us? Because how many things do they have to distract us now and to make us look elsewhere when the truth is somewhere in front of us?
Well, my friend, I have 2 words for you. 3. I have 4 words for you.
Are you going to say no vaccine anymore?
Bernstein motherfucking Bears.
Look into it yourself.
Dean.
We will leave links to the documentary that we watched ourselves. It's a mind trip. Just get over the boring monologue voice and try to focus on the message and the content.
She kind of sounds hot in like a real fuckable robot kind of way.
Like the Japanese robots or something like that.
Hey, big boy, have you ever wondered about Mandela Effect? I have too. If you want to see Mandela Effect, watch with me.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of a alternate timeline of the Conspiracy Playtime podcast where we discuss the Mandela Effect and where you email us at info@conspiracyplaytime.com and tell us what rabbit hole we should dive down next.
Don't tell Ashley that we did hardcore drugs tonight.
If by hardcore drugs you mean gin and juice, then...
Well, for you, that's hardcore as it gets.
Hardcore parkour! Peace!
Eventually